Get a little update on the place here. The wood burning cook stove is going really good. Fire in it. Going to cook some cornbread in a little while. Sorry about the wiggly camera here. It's 150 degrees in the warming oven. And it's cold outside. There's outside. We'll open the door here. There's Coley boy. Coley boy, you gonna say hi? Huh, boy? Good boy? It snowed pretty good last night. Our porch here even got some snow on it. Look around, I'm going to show you some of Marilyn's paintings today. We're going to the front room. Here's her painting here. She's painting that one. She's painted that picture there lately. There's one she did. And there's another one over here drying that she did also. There. And her little easel and different things. She's got a lot of canvases here. There's my old cowboy boots with my spurs on them still. Rode many, many miles. I wore those boots out. I think there's 2 or 3 times they've been half soled or full soled, one or the other. I can't remember now. That looks like they were completely sold. Twice at least, and I didn't walk on them. I only rode. I wore them out. The soles out in the stirrups. And I do a little guitar work. I'm going to show this. This was my cousin's guitar. He built that when he was stationed in Spain. He actually built it in a factory where he was taking lessons. And there's what it is. Juan Estruch, Barcelona, Spain. He was in the army. And while he was in the army there, he went to a school to play flamenco. And that was the guitar he built in that school. They had to build their own guitars, and then they had to run all the scales and things. And I have played a little bit while I'm here. There's our dining room, which has got a lot of things on it right now. We're still moving, and I'm repairing furniture and doing all kinds of things. We'll look outside this morning. We got in last night just ahead of the snowstorm. Marilyn was driving her T100, and now you can't see to get in the door. And there's our mountains all around. The mountains are 14,000 feet. So they're pretty tall. The low place over there is 13,000 feet, Boundary Montgomery Peak, but the trees are all frozen. You can see all of that, and the cold air is coming in. We're going to walk through the house now. I want to show you something here that I wear. This is a hard hat that I wore all the time I worked in the oil fields from 1964 on. That's a long time ago, 1964. Anyway, I used that when I was working as a derrick man and a driller and floor man and whatever, and when I worked at Sunland Refinery, I wore that hat. And when I went on jobs and things, different places, I always wore that hat. Anyway, that's outside right now. We'll go back through the house. Everything is in disarray because of the moving and things. There's a picture Marilyn did right there, Indian Village. That's my shield. And pipe, another pipe. There's a picture that Marilyn drew of Fish Lake. When Fish Lake was still here, we had it this last year. There's a picture a portrait that she did of Dakota when Dakota was about a year old, maybe a little less than a year old. The original picture was taken at Kmart in Bishop. And there's a picture she did, the first picture I talked her into going to an art class, and the teacher said he didn't have anything that he could teach her. She's a natural artist. We got our deer heads up here now. You've seen them in many pictures down there in California. And there's a snowy ride that's on here right now. Buffalo skulls. My grandmother that raised me, with me and my sister. Portraits that Dakota and I had made together when she was about 5 years old. Yeah, the deer head. Actually, that deer head there, I shot that deer on Tahone Ranch in the 1980s. Marilyn's dad, that was the deer that he got on Tahone Ranch in 1950. Different things here. My sister, my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother all together there. There I am with them. That was in 1958, I think, or 59, when I took those pictures. Looking up here, there's our pantry, walk-in pantry. There's some railroad lamps. There's a medicine skull that a Lakota medicine man had given to me. And then another buffalo skull. Walk through here, look at some of Marilyn's paintings. There's a painting that Marilyn did over on the coast going out of Kiama Valley. Hope you can see these with all the light coming in. There's another picture Marilyn did up here. Another commission that she did for a person who painted that house in Montana that they had, and they wanted a picture of it. More pictures. There's another picture Marilyn did here. There's one she won first place with at the fair. It was a Monte Carlo Inn. There's a picture that Sharon did that she gave to us. And another picture there of chickens. Picture of the Frank Lloyd Wright barn on the Arlemont Ranch. And there's a picture she got first place with in the Kern County Fair. Another picture that Marilyn did. This is a commercial artist there. Did that one, and Marilyn did that one at the Los Angeles Duck Club where many, many stars, Clark Gable, Roy Rogers, different ones went out there. That's a picture that Marilyn did of San Juan Capistrano. Another picture that Marilyn did of a windmill, a working windmill in Denmark that her aunt took a picture of in 1912 or something. Another picture that Marilyn painted. Another one, the lighthouse. There's another picture of a rooster that I had that she painted. Another picture that she painted of a little Joe, a little boat there in Avila Beach. Marilyn painted that picture of Mount Fuji. There's a picture she painted of me in 1958. That picture was taken of me when I was 11 years old up here hunting wild horses in Trail Canyon up there. Here's a picture that Marilyn drew of Dakota there. when Dakota was a little less than 2 years old. There's another picture Marilyn did. There's a picture that Trump sent to Marilyn and signed it, and a letter to us when she made a scarf for him and sent it. Another picture of Trump also. Another picture of a lion in a tree. That actually, she remembered that there was a bobcat sitting right down here actually, and then she decided to put a lion in the tree. But she took a picture of that in Pozo Flat up off of Greenhorn Mountain. Another picture that she painted of a drowning sailor and two angels come pick him up. Another picture she painted when she was very, very young. And there is a aerial photo of our home in Old River. And down here, right there, is a picture of Peanut. And laying between Peanut's legs is Ducky. They would sleep together like that every day. There's another picture Marilyn painted of a house over on the coast. This is another old homestead from the Cerro Farm in Old River. Another picture that Marilyn painted of an igloo, which was unbelievable that she did that. She won Best of Show, Grand Champion, Judge's Choice, and everything with that picture at the Kern County Fair. Every award she could win, she won it. There's another picture there that Marilyn drew when she was probably 8 or 10 years old. And another one there. And another one yet. And then this one here is a picture that Levi Montagon painted for me and gave to me. Let's go in here now. Here's a picture of the 3 crosses that Marilyn did. And then Dakota did this. These are some drawings, pencil drawings that Dakota did. She was a fantastic artist. And there's the only oil painting she did, and then she did that one there for me also. We're going to go out here in the garage, and we're going to look around out here for a minute. Look toward the creek. The garage is heated, so that's good. We'll see what our room looks out here like out here. Hopefully there's no snow in the room. Nope, it stayed out this time. The weather station is completely covered up with snow. And that's outside. Here's our other wood burning, another wood burning cook stove in here. Looks like I need to put some oil on that to keep it from rusting. Somehow some moisture got in here. That is a Kalamazoo Puritan model. This is my little room here where I come out and work on guns and guitars and different things. Looking at the valley there. There's our clothesline that came off the farm down there. You can see the weather station's not going to work too well. It's covered completely up. Water's dripping down. That's a creek right there. We got quite a bit of snow last night. Let's see what the temperature is out here. It's 41 degrees in here. Some of my reloading equipment out here, that is for you that are old timers, that is a match holder. Everything's in a mess here because we're still moving things out of California. I bring them here and put them in. This is I'll show you a little bit the people that are interested in this. Here I'm making shells right there. Those are 30-30 shells, but I've necked them down to 2535s. Winchesters, 257 diameter. This is a 3 rock chucker presses there. I'm loading 2535s there also. And over here, this Dillon press is set up for 45 ACP. That RCBS 2000 is set up for 38 special. That one is a 410 2.5 inch. That's a 410 3-inch Magnum. That's a 28 gauge there. And that's a 20 gauge. A 16 gauge. A 12 gauge. And a 9mm. That one's set up for 9mm there. Some of my sons gave these pictures to me and signs there. By the way, private sign, do not read. This is one of my real close friends, my friend Frank. And these are his trophy room. Unbelievable amount of trophies in that room. He went to Africa twice, and I took him on many, many hunting trips, guided him in California. There's our Jeep that we may use today to go any place. Ring and washing machine. And then gun safes and safes. Another safe there. Anyway, back in the house again. My sons are always giving me something really weird, especially Jimmy, that one there. You are no longer a trespasser, you are a target when you walk through this door. This is the laundry room. And I have a refrigerator there and a refrigerator there because we live a long way from town. So, and this is the radio room. And library. Looking up there, that's all books I've written up on top. There's a whole New Testament from Matthew through Revelation there, interlinear, handwritten by me, with all the grammar and everything in it. Advanced theology classes there, starting with church history, going up through there. Church history.